Good evening, everyone. I'm here watching on the live chat, or I should say listening, but there won't be any video tonight because I'm going to try to get you to focus on what you're hearing, and it may be less distracting. So we're going to start by clearing your chakras. So you can just be lying in bed, relaxing. Hopefully you have your alarm set for tomorrow if you have to get up at any particular time. And if you don't, just take a moment to do that right now. We'll wait. If you're thinking, oh darn, I should go brush my teeth, go ahead and go do that. We'll wait. So we're going to start with your root chakra, which is near the base of your spine. And I want you to picture an absolutely gorgeous, deep red ruby color glowing out from that portion of your body. And now it starts to swirl around in a circle like a fan. It's large. It's a large area. It's all a deep, beautiful ruby red color. And as it swirls, almost like a fan with fan blades, in a counter-clockwise direction, you are pulling security and money and finances toward you. People are also beginning to respect you, or to increase the amount of respect that they have for you, or to restore respect for you. And now what I want you to do is spin the fan. It's just like you're turning on the fan of the root chakra. And on fan blades, sometimes if you haven't used a fan in a long time, it might have little bits of dust on the blades of the fan. So when you plug the fan in and turn it on and it starts to spin, just picture the little bits of dust flying off the blades. Well, if there are any dark spots on your root chakra, little black spots, just, you know how you can control the speed on a fan? Well, just go up a level to the speed, increase the speed, and as the speed of the blades increase, those little black dots just flick right off your root chakra. Good. Now your entire chakra area, I can see it's perfectly clear, just nothing but ruby red. All the black spots are gone. They're flying through the air right now, flying away from you. And now you're pulling in security toward you. And I'm going to read our first affirmation for tonight. This stressful situation is almost coming to an end. We are sending positive energy, financial help, miracles, and life-changing blessings your way. That is a message from a new angel oracle that was sent to me by one of my tarot friends who owns an Etsy shop. I don't have one, I probably should. This is the second message that she sent. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean, and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. And one more before we move up to your sacral. Don't worry, everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made, even if you can't yet see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. Guys and gals, you're doing a great job. Pat yourself on the back, because clearing your chakras, it is a lot of work, even if you're just listening. I know it can be a drag, but we'll be done soon, and then we'll just go to the wonderful angel oracle messages. So we're going to move up now to your sacral chakra. So I want you to picture you're in the supermarket again. You'll remember from last night you were looking for an orange. A very orange. So we found an orange. So I want you to picture the area equidistant between your two hip bones, meaning if you touched your two hip bones and had your two hands traveling toward each other at the same speed, you'll meet right in the center, equidistant from your two hip bones. And there, in that area, that's the area of your sacral chakra energy center. So I just want you to allow that color there to glow out a very brilliant, gorgeous, ripe orange. If you can't picture it, picture when you're at a light and you get the orange light, or warning orange. It's like a warning light. It's not the red light, but it's the orange. So this is your sacral chakra area. So tonight, to clear this area, just think about anything that you absolutely love to do. I love tarot. I also love rug hooking, believe it or not. And I used to love knitting. I love sewing. I don't have a sewing machine anymore because I keep giving them all away. But the next one that I buy, it's going to be my favorite sewing machine. There's a hot pink sewing machine at this place called Fabricville. And it has this gorgeous kind of sexy black flowered writing on it. So that's what I want to do. I want to buy a sewing machine and get some new patterns and make myself a dress. And I was speaking with one of our subscribers the other night, and she likes to cross stitch. Annam, I wonder if you're on tonight. Anyway, I like cross stitching too. So it's just something that you're passionate about. Maybe you play the violin, the piano. Maybe you're a mechanic and you love to figure out what's wrong with a car. Maybe you're one of these money people and you like to run numbers around in your head, and maybe you just like to make money. Whatever your passion is. So think about it, and that will allow this area of your, I feel like one of you is a dog walker. You love animals. Anyway, or you could be a dog groomer or something. Somebody just threw me an image of a doggy. And your passion. Maybe you could be one of these people that shows dogs. I don't know. Anyway, okay. I just saw the title, Fur Factory. So it could be somebody. There used to be a place called the Fur Factory, and I think it was a doggy daycare. I think my memory could be screwing up here. I could just be picking up on somebody's passion here, but somebody has a passion for animals, and I think you want to make a career out of it, and you will. All right, so now I want you to look down at that area equidistant between your two hip bones. Allow an orange fan. Let's see an orange fan there now. Now look down below your orange fan, down to your root chakra. You should still have your ruby red fan down there. Now turn them both on and make sure the blades are spinning in the same direction. Speed them up a little. Excellent. Now let's let any dark spots on your orange, on your sacral chakra, fly off the blades. Excellent. So now you have a perfectly orange sacral chakra and a perfectly ruby red root chakra. Okay. Yes, you can reverse the directions if they were going in the wrong direction. Somebody just did that, and that's totally okay. All right, so here is an affirmation, an angel oracle message for your sacral chakra. You are going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness, it will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it. Expect it. It's happening. Excellent job so far, guys. You're doing really, really, really well. I'm going to read you one more for this area. I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go and the stress and just let go of the stress and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. That's from Spirit. See how Spirit is really modern? Spirit can be really funny too. Very funny. Spirit can play jokes on earth angels all the time. Okay, so Spirit wants me to read this other one before we move up. One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone, I'm not joking, this is what Spirit wants me to say, who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart, and you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. Okay, Spirit, that one almost choked me up. Spirit's trying to get me to stop crying all the time. Okay, now we're moving up to the solar plexus chakra. Spirit wants me to call this the personal power chakra, and to remind you that it doesn't mean the exercise of power over others. I'm channeling here, so it doesn't mean the exercise of power over others. It's your personal power, your ability to change your circumstances and co-create. Stress the co, Spirit says. Okay. So I'm going to read out. No, I'm not. Okay. We're going to clear the chakra first. All right. So it's a miniature sun. If you're lying down, just take your hands and find your rib cage on both sides. Okay. If you have a rib cage, if you're not suffering from an injury, just be very gentle. If you have, and go to where your two side rib cages meet in the center. So you should be in, I think this is the upper stomach, the very top of your stomach area. So this is the area of your personal power, your solar plexus area. So I'd like you to picture a miniature sun again. And just this time, I want you to picture being in the grocery store and seeing somebody else in the fruit section picking out an orange, and you feel like you need to grab some sunglasses to look at them. You know why? Because their solar plexus chakra is shining out brightly, and that happens when you're being you. okay, the authentic you. And remember, it is a challenge embracing you and being you, because in this world, in this lifetime, there will be people who criticize you all the time, and you must discipline yourself to be patient with these people, all right? However they criticize you, a lot of people, that the more difficult the journey you chose this time around, the more challenging the journey will be. So if you're in a situation right now where everyone is judging you and putting you down, it's because you chose a very difficult journey. So good for you. But remember that the reason why you chose it, it's right now, it's right here. It's why you're listening to this channeled message through Spirit. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's all Spirit. I'm simply channeling the message, and I probably need to hear it as much as you do. Spirit says, yes, I do. Thank you. Anyway, okay. Here's the message, and literally, like, Spirit just blew the message right off it's moving over the, I wish I were taping this right now, because, all right, here we go. Here's what it says. Hope I'm going to channel this right. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did, for you to receive better and greater. I'm not going to make fun of Spirit's syntax or cryptic messages here. Okay? It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. Hopefully I did a good job on that one. All right. I'm going to go on this for one more message before we move up the body. If you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel as if you are stuck or feel that things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for now. So I think you get the idea. There's something, yes. Are your prayers going to be answered? Yes, they are. Why isn't it showing up? It is showing up. It's in the process of showing up. It's just going to come in a different form. And that still means, yes, you are getting what you want, but it's just going to be something better. Okay? Hopefully I did a good job channeling that one. One more and then we're going to move up. Okay, this is a bit heavy, so get ready. I feel like this is for those of you who chose a difficult journey. In your journey, there will be times where you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers. Keep growing. Okay, that's directly from Spirit. Okay. It's definitely a lot of people who chose a difficult journey this time around. So congratulations, because it's like, in this physical lifetime, it's like somebody who bravely chooses to go to a third world country, as part of an insecure, and what I mean are people who are not covered by security all the time, no security detail. For Amnesty International, for example, a lot of people who volunteer for Amnesty get shot, murdered, killed, because they don't have enough security. Some of them don't have any. So it's a really courageous thing to do. So when you came, you may not believe in past lives, but in this lifetime, the life that you're living right now, you actually chose to do this. you have lived many lifetimes where you didn't make any errors at all, but it's because you were constantly working on yourself. And when you get to the point where you've perfected everything, what you do is you ask to go back and scour things out and do the really hard journeys for others. So believe it or not, if you are facing challenges that seem almost insurmountable right now, you're doing it because other people are also learning soul lessons, and you actually volunteered to go into the trenches. It's like volunteering to go on the front lines of an actual war. It's a sacrifice. You're doing really, really difficult soul work. So if you're listening to this right now, you totally, in a very intuitive way, you get that, because the reason why you're here listening to this is because you're filling your soul with the fuel. You're refueling right now is what you're doing. You made a little pit stop and you're refueling. All right. Spirit is giving me a virtual nod. So I'm doing okay, Spirit says. Not stellar, but okay. All right, let's continue. Okay, here we go with another channel message. Prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. So take your time. Take your time. Don't let anyone rush you. I was listening to a part of a biography on the Queen early this morning when she was on, I think she was in Africa with her husband. She was only in her 20s, 24, 25 years old. And her husband had to break the news to her that her father had died. And so they went on this long walk. And as close as she was to him, she needed an hour all by herself. She kicked everybody out of her hut, wherever it was that she was staying. She needed to be completely alone. And, the press was waiting. This is a very, very long time ago when, it wasn't a modern day. News, traveled from afar very slowly. And, but she was still under an enormous amount of pressure. And she just said to everybody, stop, get out. I need some time to myself. So, that's called self-preservation. So you go right to town with the self-preservation, okay? Speaking of which, let's move up to the heart chakra. So a lot of people think that this area is just around your heart. It's not. It's your whole chest area. It's like a great big cookie sheet, okay? It's more of a square than a circle, but there's a shimmer to it. I always, I'm seeing it right now, I'm looking at somebody's heart chakra right now. It's a man. There's a man here. So it's you're the kind of person that really dives into stuff when you do it. But you've got a nice shimmery, dark emerald shimmer to your heart chakra. So this area, we do want to spin it. So first I want you to look down. Everybody just sort of metaphorically look down. And look at your chest area. So I want you to picture a giant, this is sort of a square area. And it's spinning. Spin it in your counterclockwise direction, or whatever that is for you. All right, whatever your reference point is. Don't worry about which direction is the right direction or the wrong direction, as long as all the chakras are spinning in the same direction. So let's just start with your heart. Spin that green emerald fan. Let the dark spots fly off. Now move down to your solar plexus, the miniature sun. Spin that one. Let the dark spots fly off so it's just yellow, a brilliant, brilliant yellow. Let's move down to your orange sacral. Spin that one in the same direction as the others. Let dark spots fly off and down to your root. Excellent. All right, you're doing a really good job. Here, are you ready for another channeled message from Spirit? No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being that beautiful soul that you are. And so, first, I just want to reach out to anyone who has I feel that there's some male energy on the channel. Okay, and you may have taken a woman, you may have taken her kindness for weakness and got a nasty surprise. Well, all you need to know is that she was a pretty and is a tough person. Is she angry with you? No, not at all. She might be smirking a little that she thought that you could get one over on her. But here's the thing. Never, ever take somebody's kindness for weakness. The person who doesn't react, it could be one of these people that allows other people to just plow over them. But some people allow people to plow over them, but they're not getting plowed over. It may just look that way, but they retain their energy. Their energy, you can't see it. And they never lose it. And when they decide to direct it towards someone's way, in which they always do in a good way, it's very powerful, and love is extremely powerful. You can't hurt that person, all right? You can't hurt them. And if you continue to do it, especially if there's someone really protected by spirit, which they probably are if they do a lot of nice things, if they're compassionate and empathetic, spirit and all of the, they may have ancestral guides that get angry, and there is a great deal of bad karma you can bring upon yourself if you try to kick one of these puppies. I call them kicking puppies. Don't kick puppies, because puppies are just unconditional love, and some puppies are what we call chosen ones. All right. And they are here to do nothing but help people. And if you kick the wrong puppy, God help you. In fact, God will punish you if you do that. But can you get rid of that karma? Yes, you can. In a simple 2 words that you say, not to the puppy, because the puppy doesn't need your apology. Spirit needs to hear it. You need to talk directly to Spirit. You need to get down on your hands and knees. Yes, sir. And talk to Spirit. Bypass the woman or the man or whoever it was that you kicked, and talk to Spirit and apologize, and you'll get immediate forgiveness. But it has to be heartfelt, and you have to believe that Spirit is powerful if you want redemption. All right? The second you do that, all your problems will be solved. Let's move on. I'm going to read one more message. That was only for one person that is listening, so the rest of you are probably falling asleep right now. Anyway, let's move on. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. This is from the Archangels. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. That's from the team of archangels up there. They have a Super Bowl Sundays up there, the archangels. They have fun watching things that are going on in this physical realm. They can be a bit snobby sometimes, but anyway, okay. All right, let's get back to our chakra clearing. Are you getting sleepy? Are you getting sleepy? You're going to take a break right now in your chakra clearing just to think about one awesome thing that you'd like. And yes, it can be anything. Go ahead and think about your guilty pleasure, anything you want to come your way. Okay. So you're listening to a theta wave. And when you do fall asleep, you can go into a lucid dream where you can, in that realm, in the sleep realm, you can connect with anyone you want and anything you want. And it's the best realm to be in because there's total freedom there. There's no judgment. None at all. So just bear with me. Don't fall asleep yet. You can if you want. Of course you can. That was the whole point of this. Allow your whole body now, head to toe, toe to head, to be immersed in these theta waves. If you're feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it's just a relationship or a job or a situation, ask yourself, what's stopping me from leaving? Yeah, it's a bit scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave. We are right beside you. Moving up to your throat chakra. Around your throat, I want you to picture a baby blue color. And at some point in the future, you will be presented with a situation where spirit requires you to speak up on behalf of others. You'll worry at first that it will make you unpopular or that you'll face judgment, but you'll know there will be a part of you that will speak to the conscious part of you, and it will say, this ought to be said right now, and you will deliver the message in an effective, logical, fair, empathetic, but firm manner, and spirit will be speaking through you. And then you just let go of the outcome, but stand firm in your position. You do not need the approval of anyone on this earth. You only need to be right with spirit. That's all. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you. As you hear this, that's what's happening. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. You're getting very sleepy now. Your whole body is getting very sleepy. If you'd like, we could do one breathing exercise. Breathe out, empty your lungs first. Hold it for 5 seconds. 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. Let it out. Allow your whole body just to fall into the frequency of these theta waves that you're listening to. Allow yourself to go into a lucid dream whenever you want. Allow yourself to dream about what you do want. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts, release any worries, release regrets. Be in the here and now. Be with us right now. Forgive yourself for anything that you think may have been wrong. Just forgive yourself. Stop analyzing it. Yes, even that. Forgive yourself for that too. You deserve inner peace. Let everything else go. Do not be afraid of saying, I love you. Do not be afraid of saying thank you to those who you believe deserve to hear that from you. Do not be afraid of embarrassing yourself or looking like you're sappy or soppy. You will never ever regret a heartfelt I love you or some message to someone of appreciation. You will only regret not saying it. So say it if you want to, okay? This new chapter in your life, it's going to require you to see things in a new way. It's going to require you to see yourself in a new way. So you can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you've had in the past. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from this higher new perspective. You're doing really, really well. Let's move up to the intuition chakra. We're on the second last chakra now. This is what they call sometimes the pineal gland or the third eye chakra. The third eye is actually outside your head. There's two parts to this chakra center. One is inside your head behind your eyes. To clear that, well, let's do it right now. I want you to think of a miniature planet Earth. Now spin it really fast and allow white sparks to fly off it as it spins. Now I want you to take like a virtual pencil. You know when somebody's delivering you a package and they ask you to sign for it, but the pen, you pick it up and you're really signing somebody's cellular phone. It's a pen, something like that. If you were to draw an eyelid that comes out perpendicular from your face, now open up the eye. That's the third eye. All right. So if what you want, for example, is to be in a relationship or to be with your person, and let's say you're on a bus and the bus is going by and you see this couple walking down the street and they look so happy and they're holding hands. Do you know what that is? That's not, the way to react to that is to say, hey, that's my third eye telling me that's coming my way. That's a message from Spirit saying, I have that in store for you. That's your third eye chakra. Okay? If people are gossiping about you, or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. Nobody is worth lowering your vibration for. Let that move through you. See it for what it is. It's just a reflection of their pain rather than any result of any action of yours. That's all it is. It's nothing more. They're in a position of pain. And remember, movie stars always say, oh, it's better to be talked about than not at all. And that was a great, very positive way of them to look at that. That's your higher self talking, to keep it light. Did they say? The archangels always say, but this is a joke, obviously, because they don't really fly, but because they don't need to be in the physical world. Angels fly because they take themselves lightly. All right, so laugh off these heavy-duty jokes. All right. When you continue to reminisce or replay over and over in your head what I could have done or what I should have done, that's holding yourself in a place of resistance of what was or what could have been. Just let that go. Inspire a new way of living. All right? Don't look back. We don't need to do that. Moving up now to the final chakra, which is the Crown Chakra. Now, this is an extremely important chakra. As we speak, I'm actually looking at the title page to one of the beautiful videos that Celestial Subliminals has. People, speaking of gossip, I just want to abate anyone's fears about celestial subliminals, because I noticed that they're starting to talk about celestial subliminals on Reddit and calling them dangerous and things like that. They're not. You're lying in bed right now. You're not driving a car. They are powerful. For those who connect with spirit, they're powerful. So remember only to suggest celestial subliminals to people who can handle some powerful spiritual energies. Some people get scared by it and then they react badly, and that's what's happening on the internet. And I'm just praying that that they won't be outlawed or anything, because I'm worried. That's what I'm worried about. It just comes from people who are not used to how powerful energy can be. All right, so anyway, the title page is this beautiful mauve. It's like a light purple color for people who aren't good with color. That's the color of the Crown Chakra. And it's not actually inside your body. It floats just slightly above your head. Okay? It's an extremely important place, though, to be aligned. So I want you to spin it in a counterclockwise direction. And notice that when you spin that one, all the other fans will spin as well. All right, just allow all dark spots to fly off. All right, so I'm going to put some really good healing energy. I'm swiping it up and down. I'm using a little wand here to clear off your entire chakra area. Just like when you go through security at an airport, just imagine if that person were using the wand to swipe it all up and down your body. That's what you're doing right now to clear these chakras, and they look beautiful, by the way. So you've done a wonderful job. Guys and gals, a chapter in your life is coming to an end. Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than any that you are leaving behind. Love yourself more by saying no to things that are draining and burdening you. Say no when you want to say no. Say yes when you want to say yes. This is for a lot of you. This is for those of you who are seeing recurring numbers, especially 444, 333, 555, 111, or 0100101. If you find yourself constantly seeing these reoccurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you are being supported and cared for, and that you are divinely protected. Okay? And beautiful things are about to happen to you. You don't have to worry about which they are. Yes, they are angel numbers, but you don't have to match them up with anything in particular. You can if you want to look them up on Google, and some of what they have on Google is actually correct. But just know that it means the archangels are all supporting you, and there's some great things coming in. When the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. I just saw 4646, by the way. I think some others of you did too. 4646. Guys and gals, your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold will suddenly propel themselves forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most, because you're not going to be able to do everything. Live your life to its fullest potential and let go of the need for approval from others. A lot of you are wasting time and energy vying for the good opinion or the approval of others. Let it go. These people are irrelevant. I mean, some of them, that's the problem. Some of them are not irrelevant to you. Some of them could be family or people that you think are in high positions, but no one is in a higher position than spirit. No one. Right? Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. And Spirit says, you got this. Focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries. If you give your time and your energy to your worries, it only amplifies them. Focus on what matters to you most. And with every thought, know that you are creating your future. And Spirit always says that we really cannot afford the luxury of one negative thought. Dismiss it, just say next. On that note, Spirit wants me to end the meditation, this communion with God, with Spirit, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Tao, Ha, Shem. And if you are an atheist, which is completely okay, who was it I was watching the other day? Ricky Gervais. He is a British comedian. I just love him. And I think he is an atheist. And this is why but he is one of the biggest, he calls himself a humanist, but that's very important. He's also a very good crusader for animal rights. And I just love his comedy. Just some of his jokes actually make me cry. He's just so good on the inside. I lost track there. Spirit wants me to focus on this last message. I have to get this right or else I'll be in trouble. So we were just discussing not to give your time or energy to worries, all right? It only amplifies worries. Focus on what matters to you the most and know that your thoughts are like blueprints. It's like handing a blueprint to Spirit, saying this is what I'm looking for. So if what you're running through your head is something negative, you are just, Spirit is, doesn't know what to do there, because Spirit is only good at helping you create good things, because that's the tune, that's the frequency that Spirit operates in. That's why when people say, well, where is God? When the children were dying in Cambodia, where was God? Well, God isn't there. That's the point. Love prevails. God is love, and if you don't allow in love, if God is present, there is love, and this is a physical world, and God doesn't. We need people to channel that energy into the physical. That's why you're here, by the way. That's why you are here. There aren't many people. Have a look at the number of people on the chat right now. I bet you it's very low. And that tells me that I have some real earth angels here. I'm glad to see that number. Well, I'd like to see it get bigger, but if you are still here and you've been listening to this, you are a very powerful person. And the power that you have is a power that cannot be accessed by most people, because it's unseen. It's magic. It's God. It's love. It's that unseen power. But the conduit for this power is the mind, is your thoughts. So this is why it's extremely important to discipline your thoughts. Focus on manifesting good things. And it takes a lot of faith. And just a mustard seed of hope is all you need. I mean, it's great if you have a lot of hope, but if you can scrounge up that mustard seed size of hope, that's enough. Now, this is the message that Spirit wanted me to channel. It's from Matthew. It is the last part, I believe, of chapter 6. I think it's paragraph 34. I'm not sure, though. And I'm going to, it was the sermon, it was part of the Sermon on the Mount, okay? I'm going to break it up. I'm going to read the last part first and the first part last, because it will make more sense that way. And I boiled it down very simply. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. And what Spirit meant by that is tomorrow will take care of itself. All right? These things will be taken care of. Now, are you getting very sleepy? Allow your whole body, head to toe and toe to head, to fall into the vibration of these beautiful theta waves. And just know that even if you've only listened to a portion of this meditation, you have done a massive amount of spiritual work. So you can give yourself a real pat on the back. You've done incredibly well. All right. God love you. Spirit love you. Spirit loves you. I love you. Have a wonderful sleep. I'm just going to turn down the volume of the music very slowly, in case you're already asleep. So you're going to drift off into a beautiful lucid dream. All those wonderful things that you were imagining are coming your way. You're going to have a wonderful deep sleep. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, you will feel refreshed. And all throughout the day, you'll be noticing miraculous things will be happening. A miracle will happen for you. Now you're just going to peacefully drift off.